What is your favorite Pokemon? A lot of you said these guys, the pseudo-legendaries and the dragons that breathe fire. Or if you're weird, one of these. My favorite one, on the other hand, is this guy, Sandile. Not these other two. Sandile is perfect as he is, no evolution needed. Because this Pokemon is just so perfect, I had the stellar idea to beat Pokemon Black with only Sandile. I'm sure it will be pretty easy. Oh no. Now, I've never played Pokemon Black before, so part of the challenge is figuring out where to go. The rules for this challenge are pretty simple. Beat Pokemon Black with only Sandile, no matter what. All items are allowed, over-leveling is allowed, and the use of an HM slave is allowed. For Flying Surf. Before we get into the challenge, this is my first time showing my face. First challenge video, and everything's falling apart. If you enjoy this video, just subscribe. I want to do more of this. If you want me to stream these, let me know. Alright, enjoy. We start this adventure by choosing our starter. The starter we choose is Pig. The reason we do this is to make it harder for ourselves. Yeah, real smart idea. We make quick work of Snivy and then move on to the Oshawott, resulting in us leveling up to level 6. Too bad we're never going to touch Pig again. I skip all of Juniper's dialogue because I just want to get my Sandile already. Then finally, we can encounter my true starter. My true starter. We catch our Sandile for the rest of the run, and it has a sassy nature. It could be better, but at least it's not a stat drop. Walking to Accumula Town, we see Team Plasma and this old-ass man protesting. But then we get jumped by N. Like I said earlier, I've never played Pokemon Black before, so I didn't expect this. He sends out a Purloin, which is 3 levels higher than me. I use Bite. Yes, I use Bite on a Purloin, a Dark-type Pokemon. I don't really know how Pokemon works. Changing my tactics, I use Rage, but I get hit with a crit scratch. Unfortunately, 2 turns later, the first whiteout of the run. But come on, is that really my fault? How was I supposed to know this weirdo was gonna jump me? Before activating the event, I go in and train my Sandile up. After slaughtering all the wildlife and getting a level 8 Sandile, I'm ready to take on N again. I use 1 Sand attack and then I spam Rage, getting the kill on the Purloin. On Route 2 and all future routes, I'm going to try to fight every single train on it to level up my Sandile. I'm going to need the extra levels. Although we just saw each other, Bianca wants to fight. She has a level 6 Lillipup and then a level 7 Snivy. My level 11 Sandile makes easy work of them though. She thought she stood a chance against Sandile. Moving on, I try to rest her gym leader, but he's not there. So instead, I fight Sharon. Oshawott doesn't know any water type moves yet, so it's not that big of a deal. And while Purloin gives Sandile a little bit of a struggle, it's still no match for Sandile. Before taking on the first gym, I pummel some kids' Pokemon. Now, my level 13 Sandile is ready for the gym. This first gym battle does scare me because I have to go up against Panpour. He leads with Lillipup, but I 2-shot him without taking any damage. Now this is where it gets scary. Panpour has Water Gun, which is super effective against me. I just have to hope I can survive this. And I do. I know he's gonna use Water Gun again, but I don't know what else I can do but fight. I'm left with 3 HP, but my Oranberry Pop's giving me 10 more. We're both low, so we both heal. I just need to hope the events pan out in the exact same way, or else I lose. And... oh my god! Oh, I actually lived. Easiest badge of my life, no consequences, Sandile's the best. After that, we help Juniper find Mana. We hastily get rid of Team Plasma and go into our next rival fight. Oshawott actually has a water type move this time around and is closer in level to me. This could actually be scary for us. Sand Tomb misses and half of my health gets removed from the water gun. So instead of being sensible, it's time to spam bites. Fortunately, Oshawott doesn't use another water type move this entire fight, so we get rid of him. The Purloin is easily taken care of, so we don't even have to worry about it. We defeated Sharon and now we have to deal with Team Plasma. Again, so many agains. We destroy Team Plasma and make it to Nacrene City, where we find the most important shop in this playthrough. I will explain later whenever we start using these items. Trust me, it's very important. Before taking on the gym, I have to face N again. Hopefully he won't cause me too much of a problem. His Pidove and Tympole both get taken out very easily, but we run into a type that will cause us many challenges throughout this entire run. Fighting. Sandile is a dark ground type. On paper, it seems very good. We don't need to worry about electric or psychic type moves. But if we scroll up here, we will see that Sandile takes 2x from 6 different types. 6 whole different types. Throughout this entire playthrough, it's very easy to get one-shot, even with over-leveling. Anyways, he sends out Timber and kicks my Sandile in the head, causing me to have to heal. I spam some Mud Slaps to lower the accuracy and use Sand Tomb to slowly lower its health down. With the amount of accuracy drops we place on Timber, we get out of it with no deaths. After that close call, I decide that I'm ready enough for the second gym. Because come on, it's just normal types. What's so difficult about that? I make my way through the puzzle. It totally didn't take me longer than it should have. And then, I take on Lenora. She sends out Herdier and I set up a Sand Tomb. She then does half my health with 1 takedown. After realizing it's probably smart to start avoiding attacks, I send another Mud Slap its way. But, another takedown hits, leaving me with only 2 HP. It's okay. I'll just heal up and then attack again. Oh my god. Yeah, that didn't look too good for us. So I go out, and before taking on Lenora again, I level up my Sandile to level 20. I go in with confidence. I start this battle off with a mud slap, but still end up getting hit with a takedown. But it's okay though. I get 2 more mud slaps off before getting hit with a final takedown. I'm now at 4 HP, so it's time to heal. I spam attacks, only getting hit 1 more time to take down the herdier. But Watchhog comes out with a retaliate, which does more damage after our teammate dies. Yeah, that makes 3 wideouts. Oh hey look, we're level 22 now. Luckily, this attempt after fading the herdier, the Watchhog uses hypnosis, letting me heal for free. I lower its accuracy with mudslap and spam some attacks. I take out Watchhog with practically full HP, granting me the second gym badge. After that, we leave out to the lobby and see Team Plasma stealing the fossil in the museum. So now, it's a 14-year-old's job to get it back. Like always, it's very easy with Sandile one-shotting everyone. And before taking on the 3rd gym leader, unfortunately we have to progress the story more. We get back Bianca's Pokemon and hop into the next gym. This gym being a bug type, which I said earlier is super effective against Sandile. But, we challenge him anyways. He sends out Whirlipede, and I get super lucky flinching it 3 times in a row. That's a 2.7% chance to do that. We bait out both of the potions, and I only get hit once before we take it out. Levani is up next, and I decide to just bite again. But it slams me with 1 shot. Before I take on the gym again, I go to the next route to farm some levels on the trainers. My Sandile learns Crunch, which does more damage than Bite, and will be one of my primary moves for the rest of the game. We challenge Berg again, and I 2-shot Whirlipede with Crunch. And here's the moment of truth. I'm hoping that I survive 1 attack because I'm at full HP now. Yeah, I got absolutely slammed. I believe in the definition of insanity, so I get back right into it and I lost again. I'm not the smartest. I decide that the best course of action is to make my way back to Nakreen City. Remember that shop I was talking about earlier? They sell X items, which increase your stats by +2. I will be injecting my Sandile with performance-enhancing drugs. I'm not too sure how ethics come into play here, but I digress. Heading into Berg's gym, I inject Sandile with a few X defenses, X speeds, and X attacks. I just want to outspeed and one-shot every single Pokemon in his party. I tank some attacks from Whirlipede and heal up whenever I get low. I realize that I'm out of potions though and I just have to attack. I one-shot the Whirlipede, Levani, and then finally, Dwebble. All of this on 16 HP, by the way. Sandile tries to evolve after this fight, but we have to shut that down before it gets any ideas. We collect our 3rd gym badge and move on our way. Bianca challenges us again before heading out to the next route. I forgot how scary her team is. She has Servine and Panpour, both of which are super effective against me. Luckily, being 10 levels over them, it helps with being able to one-shot them. And of course, Sharon has to come out of nowhere again, but I simply destroy his mons without a second thought. Moving on to the next city, I make Sandile look fly as hell, and then see an argument between Bianca and her dad. I don't really care. I just want to beat the game with only Sandile. Before doing that, though, I get forced into a really weird Ferris wheel ride with N. I don't know why he makes me do this, but I get tossed into a battle with him right after. Since I'm addicted to X items now, after attacking his weaker Sandile once, I inject my Sandile with some drugs. I'm really just what Team Plasma wants to prevent in trainers. Then, I go on to one-shot the rest of his team. I did not need to use that X attack. I think I have a problem. Anyways, the 4th gym type is electric. Notice something about my typing? I speed through the 4th gym with only 1 close call because I got paralyzed. But no whiteout, so it doesn't really matter. I gained the 4th gym badge and I'm feeling pretty good about myself. We have to battle Sharon again, but come on. Do you really think we're gonna lose this? We're also forced into a double battle with him, but he's lucky to have me on his team. We make quick work of these 2 preschoolers and then get the bridge lowered down to Driftbell City. We get bullied by Clay and he tells us to find Team Plasma before taking on the ground type gym. 14 years old, by the way. So we head south to this building with ice puzzles in it. Making it through the puzzles, I take out 4 grunts with 1 shot each. I'm now able to take on the gym, but I think it's best for me to move on to the next route so I can try to level up to level 37. I'll explain in a second. While fighting all these trainers though, just look at what happens. I get paralyzed from static and then I'm unable to kill the Deerling because I'm just leech seeded. Also, it has a super effective move against me. Great. And then to add insult to injury, it crits killing me. I come back to the same trainer and beat it up first try, and level up to level 37. I wanted to get the move Foul Play. It's a dark type move that does more damage based off the opponent's attack stat. What I'm really worried about in the next gym is Excadrill. It has an insanely high attack stat and can sweep full teams if you aren't careful. I only have 1 Pokemon. It has ground steel typing, making all my moves practically useless against it. I know Foul Play is dark, but it's better than Crunch. Anyway, since I got this move, I'm confident in going to the next gym. Challenging Clay, he sends out Crocoroke. This is why I like Sandile. Without thinking twice, I pull out the X defenses because I know these Pokemon hit like trucks. The next Pokemon he sends out is Palpitoad. I didn't even think about this guy. He has Muddy Waters, which is an insanely good move against me. His first attack, even with all my X defenses, takes me down to 4 HP. I'm forced to heal here and it brings me down to 27 HP. I don't outspeed and unfortunately, I die because of it. It's okay though, because next time around I use my X defenses and X speeds. Also, before taking out his first team member, I make sure to have higher HP to survive one shot if needed. It didn't even use Muddy Waters this time around, so it wasn't even needed. Exadrill's up next, and I'm pretty scared. With one foul play, it takes its health down a lot, even though it's not very effective. I can't use another one because of Torment, so I just use Crunch. This kills the Exadrill and gains me the 5th gym badge. This was way easier than I expected. Also, I should mention I would have swept this entire battle if I had any X attacks, but I was too lazy to go back to the town and get them. Bianca challenges us right after with a sort of close call with her Servine. After defeating her though, she gives us the HM for Fly. So I go out and catch a Pokemon whose only purpose is to fly. I catch a Tranquil, but I mess up the naming process, so we're stuck with a bird named FK. Obviously, the first thing that I do is fly back to the shop that sells X items. I have an addiction. Clay destroys the web for us, letting us enter the cave. We have a short conversation with N, and then a conversation with Bianca and Juniper. She gives us a lucky egg, which I'll place on my Sandile to gain levels faster. I get kidnapped by Team Plasma without my friends even noticing, and battle through all the grunts. Sandile levels up to level 42 while doing this and learns Earthquake, an incredibly powerful ground-type move that's 100% accurate. Then, I run into a normal trainer fight and get very unlucky against their Lilligant. I get confused and miss my attacks. After getting hit with a Mega Drain, I hurt myself in confusion and white out. I make my way back to take out the trainer that took me out before. I then find N and battle him. All of his Pokemon are weak against me, so I speed through them all. Before the next gym leader, I know that I have to go to the top of the tower to actually fight her. I do not know where this is, so I'm just mindlessly wandering around. While doing that, I run into another random trainer, and their Sinnoh kills me instantly. I just don't pay attention. I get my revenge right after because I was not going to let that slide. Making it to the tower, most Pokemon inside are Psychic types, so it's very easy to take them all out. I make it to the top with no casualties and get introduced to Skyla again. She then goes back to her gym waiting to be challenged. Although my ground-type moves do not work against flying-type Pokemon, they aren't super effective against Sandile either, so I'm not really worried about the 6th gym. I make it through the puzzles, albeit pretty slow. But we challenge Skyla. She leads with Swoobat, and I know I one-shot it no matter what. But to be safe about the other Pokemon in her party, I use X attacks and X speeds. After healing and taking it out, she sends out her ace, Swanna, which could give me an issue, if it hits me. I use Thrash and lock myself into 2 rounds of attacking. Unluckily for her, my Sandile is souped up on drugs and one-shot Swanna and Unpheasant. This easy win gives me the 6th gym badge. Of course, Sharon battles us right after this, but his team is practically the same as it was before, so we just spam Earthquake and make our way through it. We slowly but surely make our way through this maze of a cave, and then when we get to the end, we see Sharon having a midlife crisis. Too bad we don't really care. When we make it to Icarus City, I realize I don't have to progress the story in order to fight the 7th gym leader, so I make my way inside to more ice puzzles. I made my way through with extreme speed and try to take on the 7th gym leader. I also realized that I've been using X items way too much, so I said this. Mark my words, I'm not going to use any X items. I'm that confident in my Sandile. I didn't even heal anything. I don't think I even got hit. Vanillish. We just one-shot it with Crunch. Boom. One shot. I wasn't expecting his ace already. We're fine. You know what? Rash one-shot kill. Then it kills the Cryogonol. Oh, that's not good. Break confusion. Oh, I hit myself. Oh, this is bad. I think I just Thrash again and just pray that my confusion doesn't kill me, right? And I hit myself. I never break confusions. 11 wideouts. Yeah, that battle didn't go to plan. I really hate confusion. It's okay though because I do the exact same thing, no X items. We just go in again. So I think I just got unlucky, so I'm just gonna throw my head at a brick wall and just see if something fixes itself. Do what exactly what we did last time. Thrash and then it swaggers me. Boom. Crit, never mind. No consequences. And then I just kill this with Thrash, right? Yeah. Oh. Easiest fight of my life. Didn't even worry. Didn't even lose once on it. Yeah, I got very lucky with that crit hit, but I'm not complaining. I have another gym badge and you don't. Leaving the gym, we see our 2 friends, and then suddenly, we're surrounded. They tell us to go to Dragon Spiral Tower. I run north and make my way to the entrance of the tower. After making it up, we take out some grunts easily. It's a constant cycle. Get surrounded, destroy them all. We finally make it past everyone and see N speaking to Zekrom. He basically just laughs in our face and says we're too late. Our new goal is to resurrect Reshiram to fight against Zekrom. So we make our way to the Relic Castle and deal with everyone inside with no casualties. Just so much talking. We did find the stone though, and our goal now is to fight the 8th gym leader to learn about it. I also get Surf, so I catch a Stunfish to be my HM holder. Moving forward, Bianca challenges us, and man, her team is actually scary. She leads with Statland, and I'm able to take it down, but I'm on half HP. Her Superior comes out and then finishes me off. I realize what I have to do. I open the battle with some X items. I use 2 X attacks and then 1 X speed. I one-shot Statland with a crit, and I'm just hoping I can one-shot her other Pokemon. Her Superior goes down, then her Simipour, finally, Musharna. And that was almost scary. Getting on the tube-line bridge, this old man just keeps talking to me. In Mistrodon City, we also see him preaching his craziness to the citizens of the town. I unlock the next gym battle and make my way over to it. The gym gives me some difficulty because I don't understand it at first. Also, I wasn't paying attention and got killed by a Drudion. Why does he hit like a truck? Can you guys tell that I'm not good at Pokemon? Anyways, we challenge Drayden. The thing is, I think my Sandile is so strong. I just one-shot this guy with Crunch and then kind of just Earthquake the other two. Because this guy, his attack is literally 100, almost 140. And level 61. I'm 20 levels over them. I don't think this is fair. Oh! Oh. I thought it was over for me. So wait, we're just gonna get through 2 hyper potions right here, which I'm fine with. Outspeed? I do. Alright. Now, Haxorus. I might be so cooked here. We're just gonna try an Earthquake. I've never seen Haxorus. I think I have. Oh, I one-shot him. Never mind. And we make it through the final gym leader with only 1 attempt. That is the final gym badge gained. After that, I get the Master Ball and speed through the next route. Maybe a little too fast. Instead of just letting us pass because, you know, we're in a hurry, Sharon decides that he needs to try to steal the spotlight. So we battle. His team is terrifying. Not Unpheasant. I'm talking about Samurott. No! And that's why. I go back into the battle and use 1 X attack, which allows me to clear his entire team with no trouble. We make it into this building. I don't know what it's called, but it has too many doors. We need all the badges to get through the doors, and guess what I have? We get through all of them and we reach Victory Road. I have no idea what's ahead of me. Now, I try my hardest to make it through without looking up a video, and maybe I'm just not smart, but this stumped me for about 25 minutes. I just wandered back and forth and up and down, like I didn't even lose once. Well, I mean my mind, yes, but my Sandile won every fight. After finally making my way through Victory Road, it's time to actually challenge the Elite Four. You can challenge the Elite Four in any order in this generation. So, I look at the types for them. I destroyed 2 out of the 4 trainers easily. The first one I get through instantly is Caitlyn. She's a Psychic type trainer and I'm able to one-shot her Pokemon with Crunch. The next one that's easy is Chantel, the Ghost type trainer. Once again, we make it through one-shotting every single Pokemon. The other 2 on the other hand scare me. We have a Dark type trainer and a Fighting type. I will attempt Dark type first because it should be easier. My attacks don't do as much damage to them, but it's the same for them. He opens with Scrappy and my Earthquake hits. It doesn't fully faint him though. He uses Sand attack and this will be important later. I'm able to kill it after it doesn't heal and he sends out Bisharp, which I'm actually super effective against. But the matchup of the century is about to happen. Crocodile versus Sandile. I'm not too sure how to take it on, so I use an Earthquake. That misses. And then my other Earthquake also misses, causing me to lose. All of this because of 1 Sand attack, by the way. The same thing happens the next time around, but only because I won against Crocodile already at half HP. Like usual, I do the exact same thing without changing my strategy at all. I don't like change, and of course, it works. I really don't have any consequences this playthrough. I did not deserve a crit here. Liepard is up next and I heal and slowly attack it. I feint it, getting past the 3rd Elite Four member. Now, the final Elite Four member. I don't know how to describe it other than hell. Marshall is a Fighting type trainer and all of his Pokemon hit like a truck, especially against Sandile. Let me just show you how my first attempt went. And my second. And my third. You see the pattern here, right? Remember what I said earlier? I don't like change, so I keep throwing myself at it. Let me explain my strategy that I somehow came up with. First, he opens with Throw, which if I'm lucky, uses 3 Bulldozes in a row, if I'm lucky. Bulldoze is a move that lowers my speed, but does not kill me. I use 1 Guard Spec, an X attack, and an X speed. Then I just pray my Earthquake high rolls, killing all the Pokemon. The X attack is to actually one-shot every single Pokemon in his party, and the X speed is to outspeed everyone, because of his Mind Shao. Funny story though. Before thinking about giving the X speed and Guard Spec, I give my Sandile Bright Powder. This is a held item that gives the opposing Pokemon the opportunity to miss their attack. I really relied on this low chance to make it through this battle. And you won't believe it. I actually hit it. Oh my god. And I take out Mind Shao. Now I just have to pray to one-shot Sock. Oh, he outspeeds me. His Sock outsped me. This is the exact reason why I use the X speed and Guard Spec. But it gets worse. The X speed allowed for me to actually make it to Sock consistently. The battle's over. I get an Earthquake off and I outsped. Yes, sturdy! So instead of changing my strategy, I just try to depend on my blinding power to avoid an attack from Sock to get another Earthquake off. I continue to do this strategy for many attempts. After doing it for a while, I realized something. Marshall will just heal Sock to full HP, and then Sturdy will be able to activate again. I have no possible chance to even win this battle. It's impossible. So, I tuck my tail between my legs and decide to fully reset. I make my way to the move reteacher and decide to get the move Sand Attack. I want to abuse the mechanic of this so incredibly much. I go back into the Elite Four with more confidence than ever. I take down Caitlyn, then Chantal, and then finally Grimsley. All first try. The moment is now here. I open the battle with 6 whole Sand Attacks, only getting hit a few times, but nothing fatal. I then use 3x defense, speeds, and then attacks. But then I get hit with this. That was a close one. After my setup, I'm able to take out Throw, Conkeldurr, Mindshao, and the moment we've all been waiting for.
Just prayed that I injected enough drugs. Oh my god.
That was easy. And first try too. Who knew that doing the same strategy over and over again with the same results was a bad idea? We're then allowed to make our way into the Team Plasma Castle. We head all the way up to finally see N again. His Zekrom comes out and he laughs at me because I don't have a Reshiram. But guess who decides to wake up? I decide to just throw an Ultra Ball at Reshiram because, you know, I thought it would be funny. I'm not expecting anything to come out of it. Oh, okay. I'm so used to Emerald's catch rates that I didn't realize that it was only a 20% chance instead of a 1% chance. We challenge N, and Sandile is actually a beast. I take out the legendary Pokemon in one swing, and then his others. I began getting cocky, because come on, after that sock, only a Pokemon with Sturdy will be able to take me out.
Sturdy. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, it's... Oh my god, it's so over. Oh my god.
That was a crit too. Are you kidding me? The next time around, it doesn't crit one-shot me and I take out the Caracosta. Archeops gets me low, but my Sandile does not like losing. I take out N, and we completed this challenge. I'm joking, the old man was actually just using N and betrayed him. The actual final battle begins now. He sends out Kofagrigus, and I'm not messing around. I use X attacks and X defense, hoping to one-shot every single one of his mons. I heal the poison and then take it out. Unluckily for me, Sandile's not a speed demon and does not outspeed the Hydreigon. What's with this generation and names that I can't pronounce? Hydreigon. Anyways, the next attempt will be different though. I actually use X speeds. Whenever Hydreigon comes out, I use Thrash. It takes it out and Seismitoad. Sandile does get confused and Bisharp does have a super effective move against me. Luckily for us, we actually break it, killing Bisharp. He then sends out Buffalo, which gets one shot instantly. And finally, Electros. For the final time this run, I use Crunch. I take out the Electros and I can finally say that I beat Pokemon Black with only a Sandile. Although my skill lacked at some points during this run, I was still able to make it through with only 39 whiteouts. I was honestly expecting more. Sandile reached level 74 and honestly the stats are pretty impressive for a base evolution Pokemon. And one more thing, before I close out this video, it took an insanely long time to record, edit, and scriptwrite this video. So you know, it would be very helpful if you would subscribe and like the video. Also, comment what you would like to see next. Thank you for watching.